Crazy Crab in the house. And today we're going to look at some minor league baseball teams and the names, the ridiculous nicknames that are being considered. I don't know what's going on. You will not believe it. You don't want to miss this when we're eventually going to get to the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, which is one of the best names in minor league baseball. You will not believe the finalists that they've quote unquote narrowed it down to, the final possible nicknames for this team. Minor league baseball, okay, there's always been interesting names. They've always been interesting teams. They've always tried to sometimes kind of use a name that relates to their local agriculture or their local society in some way. Like the team I used to watch as a young kid, the Visalia Oaks. There were lots of oaks, oak trees, whatever. They called them the Visalia Oaks. It had a nice ring to it. It was awesome. Fresno Grizzlies, Oklahoma City Redhawks, now Oklahoma City Dodgers. You got Round Rock Express. You got the Trenton Thunder. Albuquerque used to be the Albuquerque Dukes. Now they're the Albuquerque Isotopes. It's okay, right? They're not the best names in the world, but you don't like read them and like, oh my gosh, what? What? When did this start? Well, I think it really started when we saw the new team for the New Orleans Zephyrs. There were 7 finalists, and the one that I was like, oh my gosh, a few of them were. And let's talk about those 7 finalists. We already know, if you don't already know, the winner and the name of the team currently is the New Orleans Baby Cakes. Yes, the New Orleans Baby Cakes. The Baby Cakes. That's a professional, not only professional, but a AAA minor league team. The Baby Cakes. And the Baby Cakes, this is their logo. Okay? What a creepy baby. Okay? That thing rivals Chucky. Okay? The New Orleans Baby Cakes. If we go back to a couple years ago, they had a selection. What were the 7 finalists? Well, New Orleans Baby Cakes was one. A tribute to Mardi Gras king cakes where small plastic babies are sought after. The Baby Cakes celebrates a unique Louisiana tradition. So again, trying to be local with it. Other possibilities, New Orleans Crawfish. I think that would have been better. New Orleans King Cakes. Well, at least they're king cakes and not baby cakes. New Orleans Night Owls. That sounds cool. Night Owls. Both a play on words and an alliteration. Night Owl celebrates the New Orleans nightlife and a night out on the ballpark. That would have been cool, the New Orleans Night Owls. New Orleans Po' Boys, a tribute to culinary capital of the Gulf Coast. Okay, I'm glad that didn't make it. New Orleans Red Eyes. Ooh, the freaking Red Eyes. Does that sound a bit cool? You take the Red Eye flight, the Red Eyes. Yeah, it's a crawfish festival. Bright red crawfish, New Orleans love. New Orleans Red Eyes. I don't know. I mean, it's better than baby cakes. Then look at this one. New Orleans Tailgaters. I thought it said alligators. New Orleans Tailgaters. Alligators are synonymous with Louisiana, and tailgating is synonymous with baseball. New Orleans Tailgaters. Why didn't just go New Orleans Alligators? Why not? New Orleans Alligators. Okay. Tailgaters. Okay. I don't know about that. Or New Orleans Gators. Yeah, Gators. That's a cool, you don't have to get something like totally unique that's never been used before if it sounds dumb. Anyway, of these, the one that I thought was least likely won, New Orleans Baby Cakes. But at least they had some good options. Maybe the local people voted for it, so okay. You want baby cakes? You got baby cakes. Then Amarillo, the Amarillo minor league baseball team that's going to start next year in Double-A. This is a new team. They got a new ballpark, $45 million ballpark. Amarillo, they need a name. What are the 5 finalists? Check these out. Amarillo Boot Scooters. The Boot Scooters combines Amarillo's genuine welcoming attitude with its fun Western heritage. Amarillo Bronc Busters. Bronc Busters. Amarillo has deep cowboy roots, and the Bronc Busters honors the community's resilient, independent spirit. Nice. Bronc Busters. Just think of the name though. Amarillo Boot Scooters. Amarillo Bronc Busters. Can you come up with something a little better? Amarillo Jerky? Jerky. Sounds a little harsh. Jerky. Commemorating its famous cattle drive, there's only one region that lay claim to the beef capital of the world, the Amarillo Jerky. Believe it or not, this is going to be my favorite, the Amarillo Jerky. Number 4, Amarillo Long Haulers. Long Hauler celebrates Amarillo's famous Route 66, open roads, wind-bent trees, and the fun of minor league baseball. Okay, I can deal with that. Amarillo Long Haulers. Sounds a little funny, but long haul, like in for the long haul. It's a long season. We're the long haulers, dude. We go, okay, whatever. But look at this one. Amarillo Sod Poodles. Yes, Amarillo Sod Poodles. Amarillo Sod Poodles. A pioneer's nickname for prairie dogs, this fun-loving local animal is very aggressive in protecting its family and home. The Sod Poodle. So, I'm not trying to make fun of the local stuff, but Sod Poodles? I wouldn't wish that on any city. Sod Poodles? Now for the fun. Amarillo had 3,000 name submissions, and this is the 5 they came up with. Sod Poodles, Bronc Busters, Boot Scooters, Jerky. But look at this now. My favorite nickname in all of minor league baseball might be the Sky Sox. I have a Sky Sox jersey, okay? Colorado Springs Sky Sox. What a name. We're the Sky Sox. Sweet, man. What a sweet name. And it goes Colorado Springs Sky Sox. Now, here's the situation. If you don't already know, what's happening is the Colorado Springs Sky Sox is a AAA team affiliated with the Brewers, but that team, that actual AAA club is moving to San Antonio. Okay, so San Antonio, who currently has a AA team called the San Antonio Missions, that team, the San Antonio Missions, is going to be the new AAA team. That AA team is going to be the Amarillo team that we just talked about. So a little bit of jumping around, a little bit of musical chairs, but at the end of the day, what's going to happen with the Sky Sox? Well, they're still going to keep their professional baseball team, but it's not going to be AAA. It's going to be a rookie league team that's moving from Helena. So anyway, at the end of the day, the Sky Sox are still going to keep their baseball team, but they've decided, because it's not going to be the AAA team, they've decided they're going to change their name and change their look, and I don't agree with that. If I was them, I would just try to just stay the Sky Sox, and I bet half the citizens would not even realize it. Because minor league baseball is minor league baseball, and unless you're a big baseball fan, you might not even notice that the team is different. You know, these casual fans that just go check out, hey, you want to go check out a Sky Sox game? They'll go check out the game. They might not even realize the talent level has changed from AAA to Rookie League. They might not. What's the deal, though? Let me get to the point, because this is what everyone's waiting for. What were the 5 finalists for the new Sky Sox baseball team who received over 2,000 entries? Here are the 5 finalists. Number 1, the Colorado Springs Happy Campers.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya.
The Happy Campers celebrate Colorado Springs' positive attitude and our love of nature, camping, and all things outdoors. So far, you're like, okay, Happy Campers, not the best. Sounds kind of cheesy, but it's going to get better, right? Second option, Colorado Springs Lamb Chops. Colorado Springs Lamb Chops for a professional baseball team. The largest and highest quality lamb in the world. The Lamb Chops is a nod to the world-famous Colorado lamb. We've got the chops. Okay, well, I don't think so. Okay, it's got to be better. The next one, we're about to get something awesome, right? The Colorado Springs Punchy Picas. The Colorado Springs Punchy Picas. The Colorado Springs Punchy Picas, a small but fierce critter that calls Pikes Peak home, known for its iconic, forceful bark. I mean, I don't know anything about this. The local people might love it, but you know what? These guys got to go on the road, too. They're going to have to go on the road and play in other cities that might not be so familiar with the Punchy Picas. What's next? Fourth in line. Okay, now after the Happy Campers, Lamb Chops, and Punchy Picas, we got to have something good, right? Colorado Springs Throttle Jockeys. Yes, Colorado Springs Throttle Jockeys. That is our fourth selection. Aim high. The Throttle Jockeys is a tribute to our brave pilots who train and call Colorado Springs home. I appreciate the brave pilots who train and call Colorado Springs home, but I bet if you ask them if their minor league baseball team should be called the Colorado Springs Throttle Jockeys, they might say no. And the fifth choice. Now this one at first I thought was clearly the best, and that is Rocky Mountain Oysters. Rocky Mountain Oysters has a little ring to it, And of the five options, I think that's the one I would definitely vote for. That's the one that definitely sounds the best to the ear. It's a classic minor league baseball name in the making. The original Cowboy Fair has already been made famous at Colorado fairs, festivals, and baseball games. Okay, so the Rocky Mountain Oysters. But then if you look into the Rocky Mountain Oysters, and I was told this, and let's verify together and just check out Wikipedia. And let's look into this. Rocky Mountain Oysters. What are they? Also known as prairie oysters in Canada or calf fries, is a dish made of cattle testicles. The organs are often deep fried after being peeled, coated in flour, pepper, and salt, and sometimes pounded flat. This delicacy is most often served as an appetizer. The Rocky Mountain Oysters. So the Rocky Mountain Oysters are cattle testicles. That's the best option of the five. The Rocky Mountain Oysters. In other words, the Rocky Mountain cattle testicles is the best name they could come up with. Of the five, this is my favorite. And I still prefer Rocky Mountain Oysters. Cattle testicles is the best choice that they could come up with. Now, just tell me if something's wrong with me, or are these names really weird and out there and not really good names for a minor league baseball team that's going to play on the road and that I'm going to follow. I follow minor league baseball. I follow all levels of minor league baseball. I know all the minor league teams, and it's just weird. Now, Rocky Mountain Oysters, like I said, it sounds the best, but every time I read about Rocky Mountain Oysters, I'm going to picture cattle balls. So, at the end of the day, this is the best five they could come up with. I just wanted to share with everyone, if you haven't already heard these names, these new possible minor league team names and the names that they're coming up with, since the Baby Cakes, through the Boot Scooters, through the Sod Poodles, through the Punchy Picas, and the Rocky Mountain Oysters. It's really insane that this is the best they can come up with. And by the way, there are articles of people both in both places, Amarillo and Colorado Springs, who are not happy and not pleased with this. So not just out of towners think this is weird. People from those cities are not feeling it either. But having said that, I got to give the Colorado Springs baseball team credit. If they do go with the Rocky Mountain Oysters as their new name, I got to say one thing for them. They got balls. This is Crazy Crab. Y'all have a great day.
I've got big balls.